I might cop me a house on an island, somewhere secluded and private. Get a bag and I make a deposit. Bank account like a car with high mileage. You might ask who I am, who's inquiring. They calling me dreams, I'm inspiring. I came from the bottom, now look where I'm at. When they see me, they all be admiring. Might meet me and think that you know me. Don't dab me like homies, I stick to my lonely. It's me and me only, these niggas so phony. This 45 on me, I'm moving like Tony. That means that I'm militant. You worry about shorties, I'm worried about dividends. This voice is an instrument. It took me to places that niggas ain't never been. And no, I'm not finished yet. Remember back then when a nigga had the penny pinch? That took some diligence, I was persistent. Now I reap the benefits, built up a business and now I'm legitimate, I'm a vibe, know you feeling that. I'm a clown with a ceiling at. I get high when I'm finna rap. Every line is a hit a crack. Come alive when I hear a track. I be shining like a diamond. Every time that I get a shine, I'm blinding, it's beyond lit. I be killing the game with no kindness. I be speaking so loud with my silence. I be breaking it down with no grinder. I be up in the clouds like I'm flying. Nirvana. Told him give me a meal, I might sign it. Nah, nigga, for real, I'm being honest. Only taking a deal with 2 commas. Even with that deal, I whip behind us. I'd invest that meal, now that's knowledge. They like how he here with no college. Bro, I made it here cause I'm solid. They just hate me now cause I got a whole lot of blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I ain't been worried about nothing, no, I ain't been stressing. Stacking my money, it doubled while I was just resting. Come check out this homie, bro, look, I just got me a check-in. Blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I ain't been worried about nothing, no, I ain't been stressing. Stacking my money, it doubled while I was just resting. Come check out this homie, bro, look, I just got me a check-in. Yeah.
Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby. Zillionaire Entertainment, baby.
All right, what up? What up? It's your boy Zillionaire. Welcome to the mother freaking show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're gonna watch a video. We're gonna check out a video here in a minute. We're gonna look at these hoes, talk about being whores and brag about being whores. And my question is, how come these women are always in a hoe phase, but they're never in a wife phase? Let me say this again. How come these women are always in a hoe phase, but never in a wife phase? They always quick to be whores, but never prepare themselves to be wives. It's this saying going around that every woman needs a hoe phase. That's a lie. That is a lie. A woman don't need a hoe phase. A woman needs a wife phase. A woman need to prepare herself to be a wife, to be a mother, to have a family, to be a helpmeet to a man. They send women out here to be whores and sluts, and they destroy their bodies, destroy their mind, and now they want a relationship after they done put 100 miles on their car. Now they want a relationship after they done been ran through by tons of men. And then after they go through their whole phase, we got to deal with what? Some kids. We got to deal with kids, baby daddy, and she got baggage. So we want to call this a hoe phase. We're going to listen to this video about this woman bragging about being in her hoe phase. And that's the problem. Women, y'all don't need a hoe phase. You need a wife phase. That's what you need. Hoe phase just adds a lot of damage, miles, Pookie and Ray Ray babies. That's all you end up with. Pookie and Ray Ray babies, damage, miles. And then a man got to come and pick up all that garbage and carry all this weight. Let's listen to this woman. Let me see. Let me see who's in the chat first. A Goddess 504, Yvette, Tiger, what's going on? Lionel Woods, what's up? A Goddess dropping my links in the description. A Goddess is dropping a lot of my links in the description to my books, my beats and instrumentals. Also got a clothing line and a bunch of other stuff. As far as my businesses, she's dropping a lot of my links in there. Make sure you hit the Cash App or the PayPal if you're going to donate to the channel tonight. Become a monthly member. It also support the channel and the message. Let's listen to this whore, and she's going to be trying to talk all nice and pretty. I don't care how nice and pretty you talk. A whore is a whore. Let's listen.
Today is my first full day as a 28-year-old. Yesterday was my birthday. And I think I started this channel right before I turned 26. So I know at the beginning of the year, I set my 2018 sex goals. And after reviewing the episode, I've actually achieved a lot of those goals in one way or another, but I kind of deviated severely from one. And like I said, it's more of a deviation than it has been a complete failure. I'll cut to the chase. These last 10 months, January to October, have been my hoe months. I've been doing some fuckboy shit and some hoe shit. So for a bit, I felt really guilty about it. And then I started to question, like, why am I doing this? Why am I behaving this way? Why am I going outside of the norm of how I generally behave to this, like, who is this person? And when I say hoe phase, I don't mean that I was like accepting money in exchange for sex. Definitely not that.
You're a liar. I don't believe that. She wasn't accepting money for sex. You're right. Let's continue.
Hey guys, welcome to my bedroom. I'm Bella. But, you know, like, I've been having a good amount of sex and quite a few partners, more than I think I'd had up until this point.
So now she's admitting to sleeping around. Please don't be fooled by her being nice and sweet. Please don't let that deceive you or manipulate you. Don't let all this nice and sweet attitude she got here trying to pretty up being a whore. Ma'am, you're a whore. You chose to be a whore. That's what you chose. That's what you are. You're a whore. I don't care how nice you say it. I don't care how pretty you act. You're a slut. Let's continue.
Most, if not all, I've had sex with previously or I've known for a really long period of time. The one instance where it felt like it was going to be a one-night stand, and that would have been my first one-night stand, actually turned out to be more of like a continuing tryst. So why am I sharing this? I already know in my comments is going to be all kinds of like finger pointers and Bible thumpers, but like, you know what, fuck it, this is my reality. And I think at a certain point with this channel, I've kind of deviated from what I initially wanted it to be, which was very raw and real and point blank, to trying to be, you know, educational and very heavily spiritual. And while that is very much who I am, I think I need to go back to that middle ground.
All right, somebody said, look at what she's wearing. Exactly. Thank you. All this sweet talk, I'm spiritual, and you're a whore. I'm spiritual, and you're still a whore. Look what you got on. Yes, she's very provocative. She's purposely dressing provocative. Yes, she is. She's full of, yes, and she's full of crap. Let's listen to her pretty up being a whore.
This is my middle ground. I personally attribute my whole phase to a couple of different factors. Without dragging this on too long, let's get into those. Just keep in mind that everybody deals with things differently, and everybody has a whole phase or doesn't have a whole phase for their own individual reason.
She's trying to say everybody has a whole phase. Ma'am, that's not true. Speak for yourself. Everybody has a whole, no, they don't. No, they don't. Just a lot of y'all do. Not everybody. Now she's trying to include everybody to feel good about how much of a whore she is. You see what she's trying to do? She's trying to make herself feel good about being a slut. No, everybody don't. A large majority, yeah. A lot of women out here hoeing, yes. But everybody, no.
With things differently, and everybody has a whole phase or doesn't have a whole phase for their own individual reasons. These are my reasons. This is what happened. So first, I never had one.
Now listen to her excuses for being a whore. It's funny. They never have a wife phase. Where's the wife phase at? Always a hoe phase, never a wife phase. And remember, you heard that here from Zillionaire first. Hoe phase versus wife phase. They're never in a wife phase. They're always in a whore phase. Let's continue.
Most people have a whole phase or some semblance of that when they're in college. I had a boyfriend. Honestly, for like the last 9-10 years, I've been in some state of perpetual relationship. And even to my situations that weren't fully monogamous, I operate more on a monogamous level. So, you know, even though there were open relationships, I generally stuck to my one partner. So yeah, I never had one. My second reason is a lot more real and maybe a lot more relatable to other people, but I was not depressed. 27 was a pretty difficult year for me. I was severely depressed. My relationship ending the month after my birthday was, you know, like actually took a lot more of a toll on me than I think I wanted to admit. I wanted to come off as very strong and just move on and keep it pushing. And months later, I realized, fuck, like I'm not happy. So typical coping mechanism for people trying to avoid their depression is, you know, spending time with other people, distracting themselves with other people. And that.
Do y'all hear how she's trying to pretty up being a whore? Like she's trying to pretty this whore shit up. She's trying to pretty. I was depressed. I was this happened. I was in a relationship with multiple partners. And this is why I'm a whore. These are my excuses for being a whore. Listen to this slut.
That's kind of what I was doing. And honestly, it wasn't the whole shit that made me realize that I was depressed. It was when that depression started to spill into other aspects of my life, like keeping my room clean, going to the gym. I started getting like kind of chunky. My plants were dying. And you guys know I love my plant babies.
Now you hear what this chick just said? Her house started getting junky and she stopped working out. You just started laying around getting fucked. That's it. You were just smashing multiple men, you nasty, disgusting chick. You was getting nasty because you are nasty. It brought out how disgusting and nasty you are. Just say that's what you was. You wanted to be a nasty, foul, disgusting chick. That's why your house got nasty. Your plants died. You stopped taking care of yourself. You probably stopped taking care of your hygiene too. You stopped working out. You was just a nasty bitch. Let's call it what it is, you nasty chick. You was just a nasty chick. That's what you was. My plants died, trying to pretty up whoredom. I don't care how nice you say it, ma'am. You're a slut, and you're trying to have an excuse for being one. Shut up. Just say I was a hoe because I wanted to be a hoe. At least say that. Be woman about it. I was a hoe because I just wanted to be a hoe. Just say that. I'd rather you say that than try to make all these dumbass excuses. You dumb ditzy chick. Let's listen to this dumbass whore.
Going to the gym, I started getting like kind of chunky. My plants were dying, and you guys know I love my plant babies. Not filming the episode, like I didn't feel inspired. It really wasn't until all those things started to happen that I was able to, one, focus on those things. And once I got that kind of situated, step back and be like, okay, what's actually the root of the problem here? Like, what's going on? Even though I really, really liked it. So my third reason.
Oh,
I really like sex. We know this.
Oh, she like being a hoe. Did she just telling herself? Let's listen to that part right there.
So my third reason. I really like sex. We know this.
Hold
this
on.
is a thing. We have a channel called In Bed with Bella. I talk about. I really like sex. We know this. This is a thing. What's actually the root of the problem here? Like, what's going on? Even though I really, really liked it. So my third reason. I really.
She said, I really, really like being a hoe. She's a hoe. Ho, she's a hoe. I say that she's a hoe. Ho, you're a whore, ma'am, and you like being a whore. That's what you are. Yes, you like being a whore. You're not wifey material. You never will be. You ran through. You got millions of miles on your pootie pat. You got too many miles on your cootie cat. And anytime you get in your next relationship, you're going to be a cheating hoe, because that's what you are, a cheating ass hoe. You went through your hoe phase. You went through hoe academy. She went to the academy of whoredom. She went to Sluts Academy. You went to Whore Academy, ma'am. You went to Whore Academy. A lot of you women like going through Whore Academy. You won't go through a wife academy, will you? You won't go through a wife academy. You won't get you a wife degree, but you damn near get you a PhD in whoredom. I tell you, boy, these chicks are disgusting. And I'm going to call this chick all kind of names. If you ain't ready for all these names, you leave my channel, because I call a whore, a bitch, if that's what she is. Y'all like going through Whore Academy. Y'all like going through the school of whoredom. Y'all enjoy it. Like she just said, I enjoyed it. I enjoy being a slut. I enjoy being passed around. I enjoy getting trains ran on me. I enjoy having multiple partners. I enjoy being a slut. That's what they are. Nasty chick. Let's listen to this nasty bitch finish trying to pretty up being a whore. You're a PhD in whoredom. Y'all won't get a PhD on how to learn how to be a wife, because y'all don't want to be wives. Y'all want to be whores. These new age modern women, you want to be sluts. You want to be whores. Call it what it is. You don't want to be a wife. You want to be independent whores. That's what y'all are.
Like sex. We know this. This is a thing. We have a channel called In Bed with Bella. I talk about sex because I really, really, really like sex. I have no shame in admitting that. So you can understand my confusion in myself when I was like shaming myself for having a hoe phase. I know that even though I wasn't always acting from a place of mindfulness, I vetted my partners. I use protection. These aren't like shitty rando people that I'm picking up off the street and then I feel guilty about. These are like people that I genuinely care or like. I enjoyed every single one of those multiple orgasms, and no one.
I enjoy getting smashed out by multiple people. Oh my God. She said these aren't random people. These people you knew. Ma'am, please. You're a liar. When you go through a whole phase, you don't just have sex with people you know. Shut up. Like a lot of dumbasses will be fooled by this chick. Shut your ass up. These were people I knew. Shut up. You knew after the night at the club. Yeah. These were people you knew at the club. Yeah. Well, shut up. You was a hoe. You smashed random people. See, she don't want to say that part. She don't want, because she want to act like she's a friendly hoe. What are you, Casper the friendly hoe? Casper the friendly hoe, the friendliest hoe you know. Casper the friendly hoe. What are you, Casper the friendly hoe? I only did it with people I cared about and I love, my friends. And Casper the friendly hoe, the friendliest hoe you know. Casper the friendly hoe. What are you, Casper the friendly hoe? I just had sex with my friend. Shut up. You had random partners. Stop lying. She don't want to say that part because she don't want to look bad. You know they're not going to tell you everything because they don't want to look bad. She want to look like a good hoe. I'm a good whore. She trying to put up that Casper the friendly whore persona. We don't want to hear that Casper the friendly whore persona. You lying bitch. Shut up. Casper the friendly hoe. What the fuck? Casper the friendly hoe, the friendliest hoe you know. You Casper the friendly hoe. Shut up. You ain't no friendly whore. I had sex with people I cared about and I love. Shut up. I was a friendly, nice hoe. The friendly whore. Let's listen to Casper the friendly whore some more.
I was going to shame me for that, especially not myself. Men get to have sex with multiple partners and get praised for it.
No, she didn't. She said men have. Now she tried to put men in it. I knew men were going to be to blame. I knew she was going to blame men. Men do it. Men, it always comes back to men, don't it? Let's listen.
Men get to have sex with multiple partners and get praised for it. They get to have sex with no emotional ties. And it's
now let me tell y'all why men have sex with multiple women. From the beginning of time, ma'am, the foundation of our society was built on men having sex with multiple women. If you read the Old Testament, the kings, the men of status, power, and success had multiple wives and concubines. Our society was built off of men having multiple women because women have to populate the earth. Hello, somebody. There is more women to men for a reason, because women have to populate the earth. That's the way God ordained it. Multiple women to men. Y'all have to have the babies. And from that time on, it's in our DNA. It's in our genes. Okay? For us to even want to have multiple partners. I'm not saying there's no faithful men out here, but what I'm saying is even faithful husbands, it's in their DNA to check out other women. It's just in our DNA. That's the way God made us. We're attracted to women. Okay? That's the way society was built, ma'am. That's the way God made men. So don't try to use men as an excuse to be a whore. Do y'all hear this shit? What's up, D-Rock? She tried to blame men. It's because of men. See, men can do it, ma'am. God allowed men to do it. It has to be more women to men. Because y'all got to have the babies. If it was, check this out. If it was 10 men on earth and one woman, you can only have a child once a year. I'm going to say this again. If you only have 10 men and to one woman, a woman can only have a child once a year. You need to have one man and multiple women so y'all can have 10, 15 babies a year. That's why God made it like that, to populate the earth. It has to be more women to men. If it's less women, it's going to take longer to populate the earth. And this is spiritual, it's divine, and it's science. This is scientific, why there has to be more women to men. That's why I don't knock polygamy. I don't knock men who have more than one wife. That's the way God created mankind anyway. So I don't knock men who have more than one wife. That's how that's how society was built. A lot of women don't understand that. Men do it, you dumbass. So you trying to use that as an excuse to be a slut. What the hell? Trying to use that as an excuse. That's the way God created you, whore. Let's listen.
It's no problem. Special alert, so do women. So those are my reasons. Where do I stand now? 28, I'm seeing through whole new eyes, right? Yeah, kind of. In all honesty, I get over things really quickly. Like when I was 21, 22, I used to love to go to the clubs. By 23, I was over it. It was the same shit every night, same people doing the same
This
thing,
bitch
talking about
always
nothing.
got excuses.
And it
Listen
just
to this
got
bitch.
boring. After about 10 months of doing the same
This
bullshit,
bitch always got excuses. Shut up, bitch. You lying ass bitch. Shut up. You hear that whore? They always got an excuse. No accountability. No accountability whatsoever. They need to be right. It's absolutely disgusting. Yes. Lord have mercy.
I'm kind of over it. That's kind of where I stand. It's getting kind of boring. I said at the beginning of the year in my 2018 sex goals video that I wanted a relationship, and that's still true. It's actually probably more true now than it was when I first said it, and I actually probably believe it more now than I did when I first said it. Honestly, over the last like 2 months or so, my hoe antics have kind of gone down. They've diminished quite a bit.
Oh my God, this woman talking about she want a serious relationship. And in the past 2 months, her whole her whore tactics have calmed down. 2 months, ma'am. So you mean you only been 2 months and you calmed down from being a whore, ma'am? That's what you are. It's no other way around it. That's what you are, a whore. For the past 2 months, I've been a good girl. So what? For the past 2 months, you've been a good girl. Now you want a relationship because 2 months you chilled out. So what happened when you get that hoe itch again? When you get that hoe, what you call it? You get that hoe urge. You got to quench that hoe urge now. Let me tell you something. That's why it's wrong that's why women who go out here talking about they need a hoe phase, you're gonna always need to quench that thirst. You're just gonna always need to quench it. There's something you're gonna always need to quench. Like, damn, I want to get out here, just be a slut. Because once you do it, and like she said, she really enjoyed it. You're gonna want to do it again. That ain't my fault. You're gonna want to do it again. I don't know what the hell just happened. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what the hell just happened. You're gonna still want to be a slut, ma'am. You're gonna want to scratch that hoe itch. 2 months. I've been a good girl for 2 months. She said, I've been a good girl for 2 months, so I think I'm ready for a serious relationship.
Let's get into those.
If you notice, especially in the black community, they never have a wife. They never have a wife phase. Why isn't there a phase where they're preparing themselves to be wives? Somebody please tell me why there isn't a phase where they're preparing themselves to be wives. They never do it. They always want to be hoes first. They always want people to run up in them first instead of trying to keep themselves until they find the right man. What is going on with my mic? Anyway, my mic wasn't even on right. But anyway, they kill me with that. How come they don't keep themselves until they find the right man? Why is that such a bad thing? Why is that such a bad thing? Somebody please tell me. No wife phase, a hoe phase. They always hoes. All right, let's list this hoe.
Just keep in mind that everybody deals with things differently and everybody has a hoe phase or doesn't have a hoe phase for their own individual reasons. These are my reasons. Step back and be like, okay, what's actually the root of the problem here? Like, what's going on? Even though I really, really liked it. So my third reason, I really like sex. We know this. This is a thing. We have a channel called In Bed with Bella. I talk about sex because I really, really, really like sex. I have no shame in admitting that. So you can understand my confusion in myself when I was like shaming myself for having a hoe phase. I know that even though I wasn't always acting from a place of mindfulness, I vetted my partners, I used protection, These aren't like shitty rando people that I'm picking
She's a liar. You didn't use protection every time, you lying whore. I used protection. No, you didn't. Some guy smutted you out and splashed on your face. Shut up.
up off the street and then I feel guilty about. These are like people that I genuinely care or like. I enjoyed every single one of those multiple orgasms, and no one's gonna shame me for that, especially not myself. Men get to have sex with multiple partners and get praised for it. They get to have sex with no emotional tie.
They kill me with what men, man, there's double standards all over the earth. Men get to do stuff y'all can't do, and women get to do stuff men can't do. There are double standards everywhere, ma'am. Don't try to use that as an excuse. That's just like a man saying, you know what? I'm going to be a gold digger because women get to do it. I'm going to be a gold digger. I'm going to start gold digging these older women. Women do it. That don't justify anything. Just do it because you want to do it. Don't try to blame nobody else because you do it. You hear this bull crap? She's trying to blame men for why she wants to be a whore. Man, you just want to be a whore. Shut the hell up. I always want to blame men. No accountability. You're a whore because you want to be a whore. And like I say, society was built on men having multiple women. That's the way God created it. That's how the earth got populated. It's in men's DNA to be attracted to women.
Ties, and it's no problem. Special alert, so do women. So those are my reasons. Where do I stand now? 28, I'm seeing through whole new eyes, right? Yeah, kind of. In all honesty, I get over things really quickly. Like when I was 21, 22, I used to love to go to the clubs. By 23, I was over it. It was the same shit every night, same people doing the same thing, talking about nothing. And it just got boring. After about 10 months of doing the same whole shit, I'm kind of over it. That's kind of where I stand. It's getting kind of boring. I said at the beginning of the year, my 2018 sex goals video, that I wanted a relationship, and that's still true. It's actually probably more true now than it was when I first said it, and I actually probably believe it more now than I did when I first said it. Honestly, over the last like 2 months or so, my hoe antics have kind of gone down. They've diminished quite a bit. I always say on my channel that
For the past 2 months, I've been a good hoe, so I'm ready for a relationship. That's crazy.
I want it to be a place where we can all discuss openly how we feel. I would ask, however, that, super religious, super judgy people keep their commentary to themselves. There's a whole other channel that talks about purity and all the shit that you guys are interested in. Somewhere else on YouTube, this is not the spot.
Now, y'all hear this? She don't want criticism. She want to be a hoe, but she don't want criticism. Do you hear this? Don't bring that to my channel. So you're going to talk about being a hoe, but you only want to hear people that encourage you to be a hoe. Y'all see this? No accountability. Don't hold me accountable. Don't come over here talking about being a good wife. I don't want to hear that. I'm a hoe. Listen to what she said.
The shit that you guys are interested in. Somewhere else, religious, super, have kind of gone down. They've diminished quite a bit. I always say on my channel that I want it to be a place where we can all discuss openly how we feel. I would ask, however, that, super religious, super judgy people keep their commentary to themselves. There's a whole other channel that talks about purity and all the shit that you guys are interested in. Somewhere else on YouTube, this is not the spot.
She said, keep your comments. So if you don't see, this is stuff I'm talking about. If you don't encourage her to be a hoe, she don't want to hear it. If you don't encourage me to be a whore, I don't want to hear it. Oh, man. Where is this coming from? Something popping up on my screen. If you don't encourage me to be a whore, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I need whore encouragement. I want some whore encouragement. Encourage me to be a whore. I don't want to hear, don't come over here criticizing me, telling me not. See, they don't want to hear that. They want to see that go to show you how women, they always want to hear what they want to hear, especially black women. They want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear you talk about how destructive that is, being a whore. They don't want to talk about how you're destroying your body. They don't want to talk about how your body is a temple. You can't just destroy it and tear it down. She don't want to hear that. Tiger said, women like this mess with married men. I believe that. You know what? She looked like a home wrecker. You know, she might be a home wrecker. Let's continue.
I'm not here to judge anybody else. Please don't judge me. I really enjoyed my whole phase. Like I did. I had great sex with great guys and a girl.
Now let's listen to why she keeps saying, I really enjoy having multiple partners. She's telling us, I enjoy being a whore. I need to change the title. I enjoy being a whore. She enjoyed it. And it looked like she missing it right now. Look at her face. She like she missing it right now. Listen.
Yes. Please don't judge me. I really enjoyed my whole phase. Like I did. I had great sex with great guys and a girl. I think the whole thing was I was really shaming myself for it. And I think that was all just a part of the depression cycle, you know, trying to keep myself down, trying to give myself reason to be depressed as opposed to just figuring out what the issue was and actively working towards getting myself out of it.
I mean, you could tell she sleep with guys and girls. Yeah, she said girls. She slept with guys and girls. I mean, you could tell. You could tell. You could tell.
And now that I've gotten my
Hey, goddess, show me. I hear what you're saying, but show me where there's a bunch of celibate good women. You said chicks like her will get in a relationship before celibate good. Show me where there's a bunch of celibate good women, and women like her get in relationships that don't last. So I kind of disagree with that. I kind of disagree because if a man or a woman is a virgin or celibate, he gonna want to tap that. If a man or a woman is celibate, he's gonna want to tap that. So I don't know. Chicks like her, they come dumpsters. You smash and you dump them off to the side. She'll never be in a healthy relationship. She'll never be in a healthy relationship. A woman who's celibate, she can find a good man if that's what she's looking for. A celibate good woman, if she wants a good brother, she'll find it. Or he'll find her, vice versa. But chicks like her, they will get in a bunch of relationships that will go south because she wants to sleep around. She's just a whore. She's the type of woman that will be in open relationships. As you heard in the beginning of the channel, she says she like open relationships. She's been in open relationship, so she's an open whore.
myself to a place where I actively feel like I'm getting myself out of it, then I can look back at my whole phase and be like, yo, that was fun. Good shit. Good stuff. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you for joining me. It's been a journey. I'm really excited to see what 28 has in store for me. Like I said, 27 wasn't my favorite year to date, and I was really excited for it, and then I got knocked on my ass and humbled. So 28 hopefully is going to be, actually, I know it is going to be that fucking year, and I'm really excited to explore all of it with you guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me in my bedroom once again. If you have any comments, let's try to keep them positive. Please leave them down below. If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you had a whole phase and you want to talk about it and tell me what you learned, if you're still in your whole phase, please leave me a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And yeah, I'm really excited to have a lot of new content ideas in mind for you guys, and I can't wait to share them. So today I'm going to leave you with love, light, and 10 years of good sex for you and you and you.
10 years of good sex. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? She never said she wanted to be a wife, never said she wanted to build a family, none of that, because she doesn't want any of that. That, like I say, these new age modern women, they just want to bounce from dick to dick, coochie to coochie. I know what I'm talking about when I talk about these new age modern women. They just want to bounce from ding-a-ling to ding-a-ling, coochie to coochie. That's all they want to do, sleep around. She told us, I wish you good sex for the next 10 years. Well, with a bunch of multiple partners? What is she talking about? What is this dumb, dizzy, dumb dipstick chick head talking about? I wish you good sex for the next 10 years. Well, with a bunch of multiple people where they have different variants on diseases. With the 10 years from now when diseases are mutated into new variants? What? Why can't you be a hoe with one person? Why can't you play out hoe scenes with one person? Why do you got to sleep with all these different types of people? She talking about something. I wish you good sex for the next 10 years. With who? When STDs done mutated into gigantic variables and they don't have no cures for a lot of other stuff, huh? When bacteria and sexual infections start to elevate for the next 10 years, when you have certain diseases that condoms can't protect you from, which I believe there are some out there now, when you have diseases that condoms can't even protect you from, huh? That what you want? Because that's how stuff is about to turn. Soon they got to start making new condoms because you're going to have some diseases that eat through the condom. Let's talk about it. Soon you're going to have diseases that's going to eat through your condom. It's going to get through the holes of the condom. It's going to secrete through the condom. Watch. If it's not happening already. And I always think these condoms and all that, please. All this stuff out here, you nasty whore. And if you want to be a whore, just be a whore. Say you want to be a slut. Don't sit there and make excuses about being a whore, talking about men do it. Shut up. That's the way God created men. That's the way God created the foundation of men having multiple women so you could populate the earth. That's why it's more women to men. You nasty chick. Just say, I want to be a whore. That's all you got to say. Stop making all these excuses. Stop making all these excuses. I'm your boy Zillion. I'm about to get out of here Sunday night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, God, says some of these guys clown you nowadays for being celibate or abstinent from sex. Hey, Goddess, only guys that clown you from being abstinent are no good men. A man is not going to clown. A real man is not going to clown you for being abstinent. Only a no good nigga that just wants some tail. Hey, Goddess, ain't no real man going to laugh at you for being abstinent. He going to be like, damn, she abstinent? Damn, boy, that's what's up. Only a nigga trying to hit is going to clown you. So if you talking to a nigga and you tell him you celibate and he clown you, he's just a nigga trying to hit. I hope a lot of you women understand. If a man clown you for being celibate, it's because he just want to smash. He just want to smash. He don't care. He laughing at you because, oh, you ain't giving up no coochie. Ha, ha, ha. He's trying to manipulate you to get some cootie. So that's not even a real nigga. A real man ain't going to laugh at you being celibate. All these hoes out here, this thought culture, they glorify being whores like this woman in that video I just showed y'all. Chicks like this glorify being whores. They want you to praise them for being a slut. Come on now, that's only a loser ass nigga laugh at you. No, that's only, 504 say, hey, Goddess, are you talking about yourself? Oh, my God. You said your doctor told you genital warts go through condoms. I never knew that. I got to look that up. You said, hey, guy, you say, what's up, platinum and gold? What's up? You said your doctor told you that condoms, genital warts could go through condoms? That's crazy. I'm just getting off. I'm going to watch the replay. Yeah, watch the replay because we just watched a good video. Celibacy is rare. Yes, it is. That's why I said, that's only a nigga that's trying to hit gonna laugh at you. Okay, you say you're aware of that. Okay. Yeah, only a man that's trying to hit is gonna laugh at you being celibate. Yeah, ain't no man that's really trying to get to know you gonna laugh at you being celibate. All right, y'all. Sunday night, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I just posted a video about a woman that took her baby daddy off child support. Go check that out if y'all haven't seen that. But these women I'm gonna leave y'all with this. These women are always in a hoe phase. They're never in their wife phase. There needs to be a wife phase. Because once you get out of a hoe phase, how the hell are you going to be somebody's partner, wife, girlfriend? How? After you go through a hoe phase, now you got to transform yourself into a good woman and a good wife. That's why I don't recommend hoe phase. Because once you go through a hoe phase, some women never come out of the hoe phase. or when you go through a hoe phase and you find you a good brother, you're going to still be thinking about that hoe phase. I recommend a wife phase. Don't put no miles and damage on your body. Don't put your body through all that damage. Why would you put your body through all that damage and miles? For what? Go through a wife phase. Prepare yourself to meet that man. Prepare yourself to be that woman, to build that family, and to be that helpmeet. How about that? Somebody said BWs love raw dog poles, no rubbers needed. King Carlos, you wildin', but thank you for the hit me for another $2. He said BW love raw dog and poles and no rubbers. You wild boy. But hey, but that's true because they have multiple baby daddies. So that's true. You are speaking the truth. Professional hoes, but they don't want to be professional wives, though. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I gotta give me something to eat. I ain't ate nothing since earlier. Make sure you hit the Cash App, the like, share, subscribe, the PayPal, become a monthly member to support the channel, hit the super chat, buy my clothing. I got clothing and merchandise and everything else going on. So you buy the clothing and merchandise. Shout out to y'all that have hit the Cash Apps and the PayPal and the super chats and become monthly members. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to those who've been buying the Zillionaire merchandise. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. My big behind gotta eat. I am hungry. I'm really hungry. I'm about to get a hunger headache because I ain't ate nothing earlier and I started working on some other stuff. So I'll see y'all later, man.